Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're talking about AKMU's Lovely, and I have a confession to make. This is my own stupidity more than anything else. I did not realize that this was like a single album. I thought this was just a digital single. There's actually 2 songs on this, which in retrospect I did know because I saw the whole thing about them having an old song with IU, which we will get to. But I saw that whole thing, I just assumed that was in reference to the title track, which was going to be the only song coming out. Turns out there's 2 songs. So, because there's 2 songs, let's go over how this video is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list, I'm going to give you my thoughts on each song, and then I will be giving this album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have a few disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1, this album came out approximately 5 hours ago, which means I'm only a handful of listens in, and my opinions on all of these songs very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is of course my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have all of that out of the way, we can get started. And first up, we have the titular Lovely, and it's cute. Like, it's fun, it's poppy, I can get behind it. However, I will give you the disclaimer, I guess, that AKMU is actually one of the few artists where I really prefer their ballads. I'm a pop girly in my heart. We've talked about this. 98% of the time, I prefer an artist's pop songs over their ballads. AKMU is the exception. I just love their ballads. That isn't to say I can't enjoy their poppier songs. I obviously can. However, their ballads just hit different. Like, if you're a ballad girly and you haven't heard How Can I Love the Heartbreak, You're the One I Love, I would highly recommend it. But let's actually get into this song now, Miss Lovely. Starting off, we have the background music, and it's good. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool, and it has this AKMU vibe to it. As for the verses, they're fine, if I'm being honest. They're fine. They're not great, though, just because I feel like Chanhyuk didn't need to rap in both of them. It kind of means that they both have the exact same structure, where it starts with Soohyun singing for the first half, Chanhyuk rapping for the second half. It just makes them kind of blur together for me. The bridge, on the other hand, is excellent. It sounds so, ethereal and angelic. I really liked the bridge. The chorus is good, too. It's fun and it's cute. And I was doing my version of jamming at 6:34 in the morning when, it's not a God tier song. Big picture, though, this isn't the best AKMU title. I have already said this. I prefer their ballads. I also really, really like their old stuff, their 2016 and 2014 releases are some of my favorites from them. Plus, again, ballads. It's released in 2023, so we're past the old stuff. It's also not a ballad. So, in the grand scheme of AKMU titles, this isn't the worst one, but it's one of the weakest ones. On to the second and final song on this album, which is my favorite song, which is Fry's Dream, and in spite of everything I've been saying about my love for AKMU ballads, I'm obsessed with this song, and I loved every second of it. But first, some backstory. As previously mentioned, there was the whole thing with an IU collab. This is the song that was originally an IU collab. It was a collab back in 2014. They then never released it, because I don't know, apparently they went on IU's radio show and IU was like, I thought it was your song, and AKMU was like, we thought it was your song. So they never released it. But this version, IU free, it is lacking in IU-ness. It is actually also lacking in Chanhyuk-ness, because this song is a Soohyun solo. But let's get into this song. It's really good. I already mentioned that, but it's really good. The part that really gets me, though, is the chorus. This chorus has demonic effects on me in ways I cannot explain. This is a pretty chill chorus, right? It's not a banger chorus. However, I will swear on my life, it hits harder than anything I've heard in the past, month. The rest of the song is good, too. I like the verses, the background music is pretty, and in what should be a surprise to no one, Soohyun's vocals are exceptional. My only real complaint about this song is in regards to its IU-ness. I wanted an IU feature. I know their last title was an IU feature, but I wanted another IU feature because this song could have very easily worked as a Soohyun IU duet. I think that would have been a moment, and I'm kind of mad we didn't get it. But that is all I have to tell you about this album. So with that, it is score time, and overall, I'm giving this album an 8.7 out of 10. Now, to be fair, I feel like I'm being a little generous with that score, but also, the title track wasn't my favorite. I think it's one of AKMU's weaker titles, if not It's not their weakest. There's one title I like less than this one for sure, but it's one of their weaker titles. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, but it's not bad either. So yeah, 8.7 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know which song was your favorite. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. And I currently have no other AKMU reviews, but in the future, if I do, I'll put them in the description so you can check them out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!